my god! Watch for the lights.
We are here in Wisconsin at Road America in the F4 car. Didn't have a ton of practice, but I just need a good result here as we get underway. Not a terrible start. I'm not going to have pressure from the behind, and I'm not going to really put anyone under attack quite yet as we need to get through turn 1 nice and clean. That's all I need. I just need clean, consistent points to continue my championship lead and to hopefully win Division 8 as we get through turn 1 fairly clean already, so that is a plus. But now going down into what is turn 3, but really the second corner of the course, and now we're going to get into the slipstream train trying to make something happen. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. I've gained a decent amount of following here in the past week, so thank you guys so much for the support. Now going down into this next corner, I'm going to look to the inside and not going to force anything like that guy did because he went wide. Now going up to what I think is one of the hardest corners of this track, and you just have to manage the car because it gets light going over that crest, and you have to manage the throttle application or else you will spin. Going down into the hurry downs as we see some crazy defensive moves going down there, and someone goes wide into the gravel as that is a very easy place to go off. Now going into the carousel, and I need a good exit here because I can really gain some speed, and I get that good exit. I'm going to look to the inside going in through the kink, and this normally does not work out, but I'm going to hug the inside, get some understeer with the cold tires, and that's not going to work out for him. Sorry about that to him. I did not mean to shove him wide, so we're going to skip forward a little bit here. On to lap 2 of this race, and he's going to be looking to the outside. I'm going to be looking to the inside, and let's see what happens here.
We've been called into the pits by the
like
steward.
8 people's race, you dipshit motherfuckers.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh my god, you suck!
Now hopefully race number 2 goes a lot better than that because I don't know what that guy was doing. But starting P6 here, so I have decent chance of getting a top 5. We're underway here. I did gain some decent pace over that race because I went back and watched some replay, watched some faster guys than me, and try to learn a little bit. As I let off there, I don't want to force anything in the first corner. It's the first lap of the race. I don't need to force anything. Someone goes down my inside and I get tapped from the rear, but luckily nothing of damage to me as we drop down a place, but that is okay as long as we keep it clean here through lap 1 and try and keep it clean through the whole race, but especially lap 1 as he goes wide there, and I'm going to make it 3 wide going down this straight. I'm going to pass him and pass another guy that is up 2 spots, but let's see if I can keep it coming down into what is turn 5, which is another pretty tricky corner as the car will get pretty light coming down into this braking zone, and on exit it gets light as well. So now fairly good entry and exit there. So now going up into turn 6, one of my least favorite corners, as you guys could tell from the last race. And now into turn number 7, a flat out corner, very fun in that F4 car, down in the hurry downs and onto the carousel here soon as we see a little lockup, so I'm going to get a little bit closer there. But now we are going to skip forward a little bit down into Canada corner, still on lap 1, and it's a 4-way battle with myself for this second position as I am in 6th right now. So let's see if I can do anything, and 7th is right behind me, so I need to be careful of what I can do here. Now heading onto the straight, I just need to keep it clean through turn 1. People will just send it like you saw last time. But now on to lap number 2. So let's see what I can do on this lap. I'm going to just stay in the slipstream, not going to do anything crazy. brake how I normally do into turn 1. There's some gravel because someone went off. Because people are very crazy on this first lap. Now, heading down into what is turn number 3 onto the straight. Here he comes. He is looking to my outside, and he has a way better run, so he's going to start to get around me. We're side by side going down into this next corner. I'm going to have the inside line for this, so let's see what I can make happen. I brake a little early, don't need to force anything. As a couple people go wide, I get that spot back, and now if you look behind me, he sends it on the inside. I brake a little early because I'm not very good at that corner. What a send. I mean, that was probably one of the best overtakes I've ever seen in my life. That was from so far back, and now on board with this replay. Just what a move. And he kept it clean for the most part. I mean, that's really good from him. Now coming down into this next corner, there's a little spin in front of me, and I hit the brakes trying to avoid it, and that's going to cost me a ton of spots. I didn't really have anywhere to go, and the braking just, I couldn't do anything, and then I spun. I have a really terrible rejoin right there. We'll get a replay of that guy that I cut off. I'm sorry, Tim. I did not try to rejoin unsafely, but it happens. I tried to go slow, but he just, yeah, luckily he didn't lose any places, and now we will skip forward a little bit on to the end of this lap. I caught back up because they were battling. Still some debris on track like there always are in these F4 races. Now coming to the line, it is a 4-way battle, about to be a 5-way with this green car behind me. I need to get around these guys. I'm faster. Lap number 3, here we go. I'm going to make it 3 wide. I'm pissed off. I want to send it. I want these places back. Here we go into turn 1. I'm going to have the inside line. Hopefully don't get taken out like in the last race. And I make it work at least for now. Here we come down into this next right-hander. And still more debris on track, but I make the pass work. But now I have to defend because he will get my slipstream coming down into these long straight in this next left-hander coming up. Now he's looking. I'm going to defend to the inside. Hopefully nothing really happens here, and I'm going to defend to the inside, and that's going to be good enough to keep the place. Now my focus is ahead. We skip a little ahead here into this next corner as he is going to go off and go wide, and that's going to be another spot for me. Now it's just me and Tom battling for this position. Now lap number 4, this was going to be one of the best battles I've ever had in my life because we both raced really clean, and now I want to get a good exit onto this next long straight. I don't need to pass him here because then he'll have the slipstream, so I let off, brake a little early, and try to get a good exit onto this next corner, and I do. So now I'm going to get in the slipstream, get around him, and hopefully sail into the sunset. Now we are going side by side here into this next left-hander. Let's see if I can make it stick. I'm going to brake here. He's going to be a little later on the brakes, but it's not going to be good enough, and I'm going to have the inside line. But I have a little snap of oversteer, and he's going to come back and be on my inside for this next left-hander. He's going to get that spot back, so really good racing from him. If I didn't have that snap of oversteer, I probably would have got it. But now going down into Canada corner, I'm going to try to go around the outside, which normally doesn't work too well, but this corner is pretty fast, so we're going to go too wide here. He's going to leave me just enough space into this next left-hander. Again, too wide. Really clean racing from us both, and he's going to have the inside for this next right-hander in the final corner, and he's going to outbrake me and remain in 10th spot. So now I need to get by him. I really want a top 10 at least to hopefully get some championship points to remain in the lead. Now lap number 5, here we go. I'm going to look to the inside here, and I'm going to try to outbrake him going into turn 1. Hopefully this works out. And going to go down into 4th gear like I always do. Get a decent run, but he gets a better exit than me, so I'm going to have to defend again going down into this next corner. He's going to go around the outside and get a better exit than me. That was a very impressive move by Tom. He is a That was really good. He kept that speed up. I had to slow down just a little bit because I did not take the ideal line. But now I have his slipstream going down into this next corner. I'm going to peek to the inside here. He's not going to defend it. I'm going to get on the brakes late and get that spot back. And as you guys can tell, people are catching up since we've been fighting all this time. I'm going to hopefully remain. A little bit of contact. It's my fault, honestly. I kept braking there. I don't know if you're not supposed to brake or not. I just wasn't really good at that corner, if I'm being honest. And I was skipping forward here. Here he comes down into Canada corner. I'm going to defend on the inside. He's going to go around the outside of me. Now here we are actually at Canada now, and we brake, and he's going to outbrake me just that little bit. But I have that minimum speed up, and I'm going to try to get around him. And now we have another car joining this battle, and this is getting real intense here as we're going on to the last corner now, and he's going to get a decent exit, so I can't do anything right now, but hopefully I can get past him. Coming to lap number 6 on this long straight again. I've been trying to get around him for multiple laps. This time he's going to take the inside. I'm going to take the outside. I'm going to see if this will work this time around and try to go around the outside going down into turn number 5. Going to be kind of late on the brakes, but he's going to have the inside line, and that's going to force me onto the outside, and now I lose 2 spots right there. Or I guess 1, since I didn't have that spot fully taken. And now I need to get past this guy. I know I'm faster than him. He only caught up because of our battling. So now going down into the corner before the carousel, I'm going to look to the inside. I'm going to outbrake him. It was not a question of whether I'm good enough. I knew I was, and I'm going to take that spot back. Coming to the final lap of the race, let's see what I can do, if I can finally pass Tom and make it stick, because that has been the issue so far in this race. Coming down into this first corner, he's going to have that inside, and I'm not going to really force anything as we go side by side through this next corner, and I'm going to have a little bit of a head, but no, he outbrakes me right there, and he gets a decent exit. So now I could go and try to fight him through this next corner. But in my head, I'm thinking about this, and I don't really want to fight him here. I know I'm faster than him through Canada corner, and that's a really good overtaking spot, as I'm going to force him to the inside so I can get a better line through this next corner, and he's going to defend this pretty well. And now this guy is back again. It's almost like the lap before, and he is going to stick his nose up there, but I am not going to let that happen. I want to battle this out with Tom, not whoever's behind me. I want this 9th spot as we go down into one of the fun corners. You can carry a lot more speed than you think, and I'm just going to stick behind him here. And now this is where I need my good exit out of the carousel onto this straight through the kink and into Canada corner. This is where I need to get a good exit. He has a decent gap, but as you can see, I'm going to have this slipstream through this long straight, and through the kink we go now. He's still leading. I'm not that close. I really wish I was closer. I did not get the exit I needed, but up ahead there is issues as someone has gone off. There's a huge crash. I'm going to look to the inside, and Tom's going to lock up just a little bit. That's going to be a position for me, and now the guy with damage up ahead, and that's going to be 3 spots in about a corner. Wow. He is not happy about that one, but that is going to be an amazing finish for me. And let's get a replay of what even happened with that huge crash right there. I don't know what this guy was doing. He just comes across, and yeah, that you can't really do much about that. So feel bad for those guys, but that's going to be amazing for me as I gain 3 spots on the final section of this track, and I'm going to come home in P7.
Good race, Zach.
Yeah, good race, Tom.
And good job to Tom. Good racing. I really enjoyed that one.
That's fun racing when we both keep it clean the entire time.
Okay,
that was
that's the finish.
amazing.
Well done, mate.
Thank you.
Yeah, dude, that was well done.